At 10 News Weather Authority from the JES Weather Center.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm meteorologist Edward Shaw. We're going to be a little bit warmer today than what we've seen here over the course of the long term, but from a short-term perspective, it's a tad bit cooler. Wytheville at 64 right now, Blacksburg at 69, Roanoke at 74, Martinsville at 73. Mostly overcast as we're watching a few showers and storms fire up further down to our south as part of that frontal system that's going to start stalling out here over the next few days. And as you can see, with a lot of that moisture is coming up from the Gulf Coast and into the area with a line of showers and storms all the way from Alabama up into parts of Georgia and the Carolinas. As we take a little bit of a closer view on what we're seeing here at home, now one thing to note is the National Weather Service in Blacksburg are working on their radar currently, so radar has been in and out throughout the course of the morning, which you'll notice in some of these lapses in radars further down to the south and parts of the Carolinas. But what we're expecting from this system is a lot of this rain to come in later on in the afternoon, about 3 p.m., and then provide a little bit of rainfall to our region. See, right now, we do have a few showers in parts of south side, but as that front continues to shift to the east, we'll get a few heavier pockets of rain anywhere in south side up into Roanoke, but then we clear up overnight and then wake up Wednesday morning to a little bit more cloud cover further on to the east of I-81. Throughout the day, Wednesday, cloud cover going to be spotty at best, and we'll see a few isolated chances for some rain as that moisture just lingers within the area. But as for Thursday, then we get a little bit into 3 p.m., and then we start seeing more to our west in parts of Johnson City, up into Bristol, and parts of far southwestern Virginia. As for what we're expecting from a long-term standpoint, though, we're expecting more widespread rain to possibly be in the forecast for Friday and Saturday. Right now, throughout the area, Roanoke at 73, Alta Vista at 81, South Boston 78, Blacksburg 69, Pulaski at 67, and Covington at 73. We're going to warm up just a little bit more later on today. Roanoke going to be at 78. Alta Vista already beating its high temperature forecast for the day. Lynchburg at 79, Blacksburg 75, and Pulaski at 71. A few areas in the New River Valley possibly remaining within the 60s as we go later on into the day. It's going to be a little bit more of a milder week to close out compared to what we saw last week and as we went into Easter weekend. Temperatures tomorrow about 75 for Roanoke, so that's going to be about average for what we usually see, if not a degree or two warmer. Thursday, mid-70s as well, and then Friday, back to 75, so certainly going to be feeling a little bit more like a mild spring week. Today is also Earth Day, and for that, we're going to see some temperatures that remain in the 70s. And a lot of this Earth Day stuff that we're going to see today, it's going to be feeling quite nice outside of the fact that we're going to see a little bit of rain. So if you do end up being dry today, then be a good day to get outside and celebrate Earth Day, whether it's going to a park, going on a walk, bike ride, whatever the case may be. 7-day forecast, 78 again today, and then we go later on into the week with temperatures in parts of the 70s for most of this week. And then as we get later on into Friday and Saturday, 50% chance of showers and storms Friday and Saturday before we start clearing up a little bit more next week. So Appy, certainly looking like some pretty typical April springtime weather here to close out the month.